Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Freshest Sounds podcast with me, your host Ross. And on today's episode, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Obviously, it's still upcoming music artists, so majority of these artists I've already played them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, at random, select a few artists and go on their YouTube channel and go on their oldest video, and then obviously review it and obviously see how far they've progressed and how far they have come as well. So our first artist we are going to play, ladies and gentlemen, he is called Comprehend. Now, I featured Comprehend a few times. I really like this artist. He's done really fantastic, and he's doing really well for himself as well. And yeah, it's amazing to see how he's progressed through his music career and through his own personal stuff as well. So yeah, let's dive into the music, ladies and gentlemen. This is Comprehend feat. Lindsay Wells, Tough Love official music video. This was released 8 years ago. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy.
I've learned in life you can't just give up on someone because the situation's not ideal. Great relationships aren't great because they have no problems. They're great because both people care enough about the other person to find a way to make it work. Listen. I've got this fire in my heart and I won't let it die. Even though it's just the start, I feel so terrified. The realest love can be so hard when you can't get it right. Together we are good and that much we have testified. And I can't help but feel my brain is like a roller coaster. Cause every day we go through change and you still hold me closer. You're saying you'll never be sane and they have diagnosed you. I know you've been through pain and you're just trying to find some closure. I see it when you lie awake, the thoughts are killing you. I wanna help take that away, I'm more than willing to. Each time I look you in your face, I see what you've been through. But you still smile every day, the pain's too big to choose. You showed me love in ways I never thought were possible. That was your choice to make and I know it was optional. So now my heart will stay with you until we've lost it all. Cause I would move the ways for you and any obstacle. Sometimes it's hard between us, but you know I'm always there. We've both been scarred with demons, we can be an awful pair. But there is plenty of reasons why I will always care. You give my life the kind of meaning that I thought was rare. There's often times I think that you'd be better off without me. I need to find a shrink cause I feel like my head is cloudy. It's like my mind won't let me in, that's why I'm getting rowdy. On you I'd never lay your finger, I respect your boundaries. Best friends will argue and that's no different for us. You're angry aren't you, I feel our distant auras. But I won't harm you, when you're mad I feel tortured. Frankly that's the hard truth, that's why I'm getting awkward. I can be sensitive and I know that, but it's a benefit to have you in my life and I won't go back. And you feel negative when I'm a twat, but that is relative to how I feel when I react, I know that's bad. Say a lot of things that piss you off, but in my conscience I portray it in a way that I think soft. I've got the patience so I'll stay till we're on top. I just pray you feel the same and that one day my brain will stop. It's such a blessing that I found you when you're here, cause without your presence my surroundings are not clear. That's why I crave attention from you when I'm acting weird, cause I feel depression every time you are not near. I know you've got a lot of doubts in your head, I'm just hoping that you're in my house when you're stressed. Cause I could never live with mountains of debt, but if I had you then I'd be proud till my death. I'm needing you more than the humans needing oxygen. The thought of keeping you is boosting my whole confidence. If someone's teasing you, the truth is I will box with them, because me not pleasing you is now my only consequence.
Oh, they call it tough love.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Comprehend, Tough Love. I really enjoyed that, to be honest with you. You know, I felt the raw emotion in that song, the passion as well. And to say it's a track that got released 8 years ago, you know, I think a lot of people can relate to it in the current situation now. You know what I mean? And it's just like, just watching the video, I got a tear in my eye, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. I really did. And you could just feel it. Like I just said then, like the raw passion, the emotion and everything. And like watching that video now and looking at Comprehenders in his music videos as well, like now, you can see the massive difference. He's come a long way as well. His lyrics and, you know, his rhyming, all that sort of stuff has come on leaps and bounds. You know, he's so talented in, you know, in the music industry, and it's just, it blows my mind. It really does, because when I met him, he was doing more like rap, and obviously that's more like R&B. And yeah, I really enjoy listening to people's old stuff as well, because like obviously you can sit back and look at it and be like, you know, look what they was producing to look what they are producing now. Do you know what I mean? And it's good to have that sort of like, you know, that backlog of stuff there as well, because you personally can look at yourself and like, oh well, look how far I've come, and like look what I've overcome as well, which I think is absolutely fantastic. You know, power to the YouTube and everything. So we are on our next artist. So this is just an instrumental beat only. This is off Solo Wolf on his YouTube channel. He's called The Wolf Made Me Do It. So we are going to play this one. This was released 5 months ago. It is a newish YouTube channel, but it doesn't post as frequent on his YouTube channel. So just going off the oldest video here, and here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy.
The wolf made me do it. The wolf made me do it.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Solo Wolf, or The Wolf Made Me Do It, on his YouTube channel. That's what it's called. The beat, personally, for me, it wasn't a beat that I would necessarily listen to myself personally. But, you know, everyone's different. And, you know, I know the hard work that you put in to making your beats and everything. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. And, like, you know, all in all, but I don't think it's something that I'd go and put on like a Spotify playlist or something like that. But yeah, I liked that like the little reload thing. I like that when you kept on doing that. And there was like other little bits of the beat as well that I really enjoyed. But I can't I can't explain what they're called or anything. I don't know. I'm not that technical minded when it comes to beat making and everything. So, but yeah, I enjoyed the beat, but I wouldn't go out my way necessarily to put it on my Spotify playlist or anything like that. But again, it's not to say that I didn't like it, because I did. But yeah, that's my personal opinion on it. Someone else might think different watching. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Just down here. Thank you very much. So we are on track number 3. We're on artist number 3. And he is called Beneath. Let me get that right. Artist number 3 we are on, and it is Benito Butler. And this song was released 13 years ago, and it's called How I Want It to Be. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the song's going to sound like. I don't know what it's going to be about or anything. I'm assuming it's about what he wants to be like when he's grown up or something. I couldn't tell you. Here it is, though.
Yo, listen, how I want it to be. Yo, Edgy Entertainment. Listen, yo. I always think about the people that are moving in this rap game, getting big cause they're proving a point where they're gonna make it big in life. I just want it to be me when sometimes I get a stage fright. I'm not jealous, I'm just proving a big point. 15 years of age and I'm making the right choice. I just want to get all of your attention. I should've listened at school, said of getting any tension. I should've settled down cause now what am I worth? I just wanna say thanks to my mother giving birth. I should've pulled my act together, yeah, when I was younger. I've left it to the stage where my heart's getting colder. Now I love the music, I hold it so tight. Getting more known and it feels so right. Big up all the rappers that are wearing the crown. Fuck the haters, should be burnt and buried under the ground. Now if quitting was the case, I know one knew my face. I know one in the world that ever stand in my place. I wear my own shoes, I'm just trying to stay safe. Stay off the cold roads that are all full of snakes. I feel what I write when I feel what I like. Standing tall in the studio, nothing in sight. Cause all that I need is myself, and I find my rhymes and my lines, everything is alright. Let me have a breath while you can. I've gotta get big, but I've gotta make plans. Get more fans, start stacking up the grands. Maybe one day I'll have the world in my hands. Let me have a breath while you can. I've gotta get big, but I've gotta make plans. Get more fans, start stacking up the grands. Maybe one day I'll have the world in my hands. In my life I'm always feeling down. It's like a maze, there's always a way round. I get money now, my reputation is so fine. I write day and night, my bars are so fly, I get signed. Writing constantly in my mind, the real view of poverty, the government is right. I settle down and write with my feelings at night. I put my headphones on and start to combine. I've had problems in my life from the past, growing up spitting positive truth on the track. Not even the time to kick back and have a laugh. Following my dreams, following the right path. I need to settle down and make pay. It's why I try to write every minute of the day. Always in the studio, relying on the truth. I'm just a young youth, life's hard and it's proof. So what shall I do now with my life? I'm just trying to make respect, yeah, for I'm sick of thinking most things just ain't nice. So I've got to try and relate with all my rhymes. So I'm sat here with my head in hands, thinking about the money and the big brands, thinking about the people and the big fans. So I'm gonna meet the music and the big plans. Let me have a breath while I can. I've gotta get big, but I've gotta make plans. Get more fans, start stacking up the grands. Maybe one day I'll have the world in my hands. Let me have a breath while I can. I've gotta get big, but I've gotta make plans. Get more fans, start stacking up the grands. Maybe one day I'll have the world in my hands.
And that was Benito Butler. Again, I'm really, really amazed with some of these old tracks, you know what I mean? And it's just, I wish I would have met these in the younger days as well. Do you know what I mean? Because it's mad to look back and to see how far they've progressed and everything, and how different they look as well. I mean, obviously, 13 years is a long time. Do you know what I mean? And when I saw the tracksuits and everything, I was like, oh my god, I remember wearing them. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was a in thing to wear and everything as a teenager, especially around my area as well. So, yeah, again, I really enjoyed it. He's very lyrically talented as well, you know, and I think he's going to do really, really well in the music career as well. So, well done, Benito Butler. Really enjoyed that song, and I know you're working on new music as well, so keep up the grind, keep up the hard work, keep consistent, and it will pay off eventually. So up next, we are on artist number 4, and this one, he has been on the podcast plenty of times. I've also interviewed this artist. I even travelled all the way down to Blackpool just to meet him and interview him as well. So this is Joe Dark, ladies and gentlemen. You guessed it right. The one and only Joe Dark. And it's called On It From Day. This was released 4 months ago. So let's play it and find out, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy.
Yo, Joe Dark, On It From Day, yeah, yo. They don't know, been on it from day, so why think I care what they've got to say? Coming up quite quick, but I'm dropping quite late. I'm stable, in an unstable way. Joe's got a flow for the exhibition, show more soul. The rest will listen, I told them cold, they'll end up winning. Some do, I don't, some bet to missing. But don't ever doubt that I get spinning. The multi, I multiply. I'm the first person when it's up to I. Tell no lie, I've had a fucked up life. Why else do you think that I put it on grind? So I can get views when I put it online, aren't they? Ask about me from time. Anytime after I'd hit the age 9, there's reasons I call myself dark, not light. Cause life was a bright my pigment's white. Most people ain't right with the stereotypes. Underground bars and the stereo vibes. Lyrical blacksmith, raps with a fat spliff. Middle name's Patrick, name to the hat trick, beats per minute. Catch up in that bit, act how I act, not the way that I acted. Rap how I rap, not the way that I rap with. Clash ain't a clash when you cannot be clashed with. Remember the days when no one believed me succeeds what no one perceived. Me is a G, only someone perceived. Be who I be, but won't be deceived. Talk about cannons, I'm like your chick. Loosest of all, lose my head quick. She's loosest of all, lose her knickers quick. But I've got to admit, she's sicker than this. When HIV's what she named a kid like you. When she had played on your dick. 10 years of practice, she just can't match this. Lay back to rest, delivering a mattress, cause I will capture anyone I'm after. Make me act after. When you get captured, I high five you in the face with a cactus. Tell you right now, I know the best at actors. Doing it for free and the silliest factors. I honestly thought they really were blasters. Honestly thought they really were masters. You believe that you like them dafters. One simple rule that I live by lately. Don't give me reasons, I won't act crazy. You wanna argue, debate things bravely. Do or don't do something, you're on a maybe. She calls you babe, you're like a baby. Act 18 when you're half at 80. Here's some advice, mate, get with the times. Here's some advice, step away to the side. You're wasting your time trying to better my rhymes. Hope one day I'm as big as your lines. New vibes, you hoover up lines. But talk about pills, what was it like? Even the hospitals won't prescribe. Anyone at 4 boxes of Joe Dark Nights. 1,000 milligram, you die like most. Mama OD trying to microdose. Pills in my coffee, no slice of toast. You told me it was good not to like to toast. Cheeky humour, it's not a rumour. On it from day, I won't delude you. I'm on about bars, if I never knew you're killing your pain. That's what I do to right at the root of your pain or a router. Lyrical soldier, the grimiest trooper. Oh, fuck's sake. You get the points like a heroin shooter. You want to keep on a board computer. Am I a man or am I a mouse? Squeaky clean, I'm trying no doubt. But can you ask that without holding an ounce? MC kangaroo, clean out your pouch. Hotel Bambi, I'm outside your house. Oh dear, hit for your kangaroo pounds. Like Steve Irwin, I fight alligators. Wearing crocs, I'll fight instigators. On it from day, right fascinators. On it from day, don't need validators. On it from day when they're agitating. Now ended up being aggravated. By age 13, I'm a China MC. So you think most people really like me? Nah, mate, the oldest like me. On it from day, so they won't fight me. On it from 2013, not 19 seconds. So that's to those born in the 90s. On it from day, rapping more than tightly. On it from day, rapping more than nicely. On it from day, I'm not taking it slightly. On it from days I didn't live brightly. On it from days I've been life was nightly.
And that was Joe Dark, everyone. I really enjoyed that one. The lyrics on that and how fast he sprayed them lyrics as well at one point. I was like, wow. And hearing stuff like that as well, like how fast someone can rap, it just blows my mind. It really does. I mean, if you've been practicing for a very long time as well, or even if you're just naturally gifted to do that sort of stuff, you know, it's one of them really. And the fact that he ballsed up a little bit and he brought it back without hesitation or anything, I think it's absolutely tremendous. You know, 10 out of 10 for me. What did you think of it watching? Let me know in the comments below. Also as well, if you did like any of these music artists, don't forget to go into the description of the video on the YouTube channel because all their links will be there as well. So yeah, it's just a quick episode, this one basically, for these 4 artists. And it's nice to hear all the music that they brought out as well, I personally think as well. And you know, because obviously they're working hard on bringing out the new music, I think it's good to reminisce on the old stuff as well, me personally. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for today's episode. If you do know anyone who would like to be on the podcast, there's a few steps they can do. They can either go over to Facebook and search for Freshest Sounds Podcast and message me that way. Or if you would rather email into the podcast, you can do so. So it is Freshest Sounds Podcast 2024 at gmail.com. Again, that's Freshest Sounds Podcast 2024 at gmail.com. We're also on all social media platforms, which is Freshest Sounds Podcast across all social media platforms. So that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, yeah, everything basically. We're on all social media. So yeah, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to go show it your nan, because she's going to love this one. See you in the next one. Ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.
I don't want nobody like I want you.